What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I apologize, I've been out for the last week or so. I was traveling out west on vacation. I was able to watch all of Barcelona's matches, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make any videos, so I'm making one now. And I'm sure everyone, we've already watched all the matches, Real Madrid, Athletic Club, the Copa del Rey match. We've seen recaps, listened to recaps. In this video, I really want to talk specifically about some of the really bright spots of Barcelona that I'm noticing right now in the start of 2025, especially in this El Clasico match against Real Madrid. Unbelievable match. Did not expect that in the slightest. And then there's a couple other things within the club that I'm really concerned with that I want to address. There's another really strange transfer rumor. I want to bring that up and give my take and stance on that too. So this is going to be an interesting video. I want to hear your thoughts. So comment everything down below. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys end up liking the video, feel free to drop me a like and subscribe to the channel if you want. I would appreciate that. Now let's jump in and discuss. So right off the gate, Barcelona, 3 wins in 3 matches to start off 2025. Incredible start. Who would have thought a 5-2 thrashing in the Super Cup? And the craziest part about that whole win, it wasn't even that they scored 5 goals. It was the fact that, I mean, they technically did, but really they didn't. Barcelona gets a red card. And basically there's, 35, 40 minutes left to play in the second half. And they don't concede a goal. I mean, Rodrigo scores, but it was, if they had 11 men, that still would have won. And the fact that they had 10 men didn't dictate that. I mean, obviously it was the foul, but I think you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. Whereas Barcelona, they play Monaco, red card. They get scored on twice. They play, who else was it when they got the red card in La Liga and blew the lead? They can't hold a lead. They end up drawing or losing. But then you play Madrid, one of the best teams in the world, and you don't concede a goal basically in 35, 40 minutes in a Super Cup final match. Make that make sense? I don't get it, but I'll take it either way. And I definitely think Araujo is helping, and we'll get to what's going on with him in a second and later on in the video, but I think the defense was pretty good, to say the least. Okay, Lamine Yamal, we have to talk about this kid because there's a reason why Barcelona's record is basically undefeated when he's playing, because I don't understand how he does it. And he does it with such ease. It looks effortless. It doesn't even look like he's trying most of the time. He's unbelievable. He's literally like the best player in the world, and he's 17. And then you have him and Gavi toying with Real Madrid and Camavinga and passing back and forth, just like Messi and Xavi and Iniesta and Busquets, they all used to do to Real Madrid back in the day. It was hilarious to see. And his goal was literally Messi-esque. It was literally Lionel Messi. How many times have we seen Lionel Messi go at defenders, go to the left, and then just pass right on the ground? And the keeper's like, what do I do? It was literally a Lionel Messi type of goal. Unbelievable. Every single game, he gets better and better. I know I say it every single time, but he does, and it's insane. And then we have Rafinha. I want to say, like, there was a chance Rafinha missed. He heads the ball, it goes right to Courtois. He should have scored. I don't know how he doesn't score that. It's like his worst trait is his finishing ability at times, or his technical ability on the ball, but he also scores and has like one of the most goals out of all of Europe. So it's like he's not the greatest finisher, but at times he is. It's just funny to see, and I'm so proud of Rafinha. He literally is. He's arguing like him and Lamine Yamal could literally be the 2 favorites to win the Ballon d'Or, especially where we're at in the season right now. They just won a trophy. They both score in a final match. I mean, that's a big thing to add on their resume to compete for the Ballon d'Or for both of them. So congrats to them both. Great performances. And then the midfield was good. Barcelona's been doing fine without Dani Olmo. When Gavi was stepping in at times in the Super Cup, both matches as the number 10, I thought he played well. So it's nice to see that they can still succeed without Dani Olmo, because I didn't think they'd be able to do as good on the attack without Dani Olmo, but they were still able to win those matches. Now again, I don't need to talk about these matches too much. You guys have already seen the match. It's a couple days after, but we got to talk. This Barcelona team playing like that is the best team in the world. I'm not saying we have to see this a little more consistently throughout the year. Obviously, if Barcelona plays how they did against Real Madrid, best team in the world, no one comes close, I don't think. I mean, Liverpool at their best, pretty damn good. But that Barcelona team against Real Madrid, I don't see how anybody beats them. They were fantastic. And if they can continue down this road, no reason why they can't win the Champions League. I actually think La Liga is going to be harder to win than the Champions League for Barcelona because of the hole that they dug themselves in. And I think it's hard to beat a team 2 or 3 times. They beat Real Madrid twice, smoked them both times. I just think it's going to be really hard, even at home, to beat Real Madrid again, unfortunately. So, and that's pretty much a must-win match. But with the way that they look, the health of the team, it looks like Pau Victor and Dani Olmo are going to be registered. It's good news. But now this shifts to the major issue is Ronald Araujo. I understand he made a huge mistake against PSG. But how long are you going to hold this against the guy? It was a mistake, and it was a huge mistake, but why would you get rid of your best defender? I think if they allow him to leave, even if it's for $70 million, I think it's a huge mistake. He just brings so much experience, strength, speed. If you play Real Madrid, he can mark up on Vinicius. He can mark up Mbappe. He can shut them down. If you play Man City, he can shut down Savinho. He can shut down Doku. He can shut down Haaland. He can do whatever you need him to do. Yeah, you could bring in Jonathan Tah, but he's older, and he hasn't played. I mean, the Bundesliga is an okay league, and Leverkusen is good, but is he really a top defender in the world? Has he really had that much top-tier experience? I don't think so. I would prefer Ronald Araujo, and I also think Inigo Martinez, as good of a season as he has had for the most part, he's not a great defender. And Pau Cubarsí is extremely slow. He's young. He's inexperienced. He still makes mistakes. He's not that strong yet. I just think it's a terrible move, and I think you got to keep Ronald Araujo. I don't understand why they would let him go. And he's younger than Tah. If anything, you keep Araujo, you bring in Tah, you get rid of Inigo Martinez. I don't get it. Or you find an outside back, and then Koundé can play as a center back, and then you have a real right back that can also rotate with Koundé. I don't know. I don't get it. I would be so pissed off if they got rid of Ronald Araujo. I really thought this would be a changing point in the season, and if they kept him, I thought this would be a huge factor in helping them win more trophies. But now we're seeing all this stuff about Juventus and other clubs that are interested in him. I hope he stays. I don't know how accurate these rumors are, but this would be very, very bad for Barca if he leaves. And also, Inigo Martinez is out for over a month, which that makes it even worse. So let me know what you guys would do about Ronald Araujo down below, this whole defensive situation. Let me know your thoughts. And then last but not least, there's a really strange loan transfer of Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. This keeps going on and on. I've heard Milan, and I've heard Barcelona. I think there was one other one. But this is actually interesting because Marcus Rashford, if you take him for what he is and just grade him individually, he's tall, he's fast, he's quick, he can score, pretty good shot, and he's very skilled. He's technical. So from that alone, he should be an incredible player. Unfortunately, he's been one of the most inconsistent players since he's been at Manchester United. He has been basically non-existent this year, was non-existent last year, but then 2 years ago, he scored 30 goals. And he has so much potential. He'll have his moments. But I think Manchester United is just killing him. It's such a bad system. They've had so many different coaches, and they try so many different formations and players in different spots, and you can't get comfortable. I think he needs a change, and to be completely honest, he's talented, and he's a left winger. I actually think he might thrive. Maybe not thrive, but I think he could do good in La Liga, and I wouldn't be opposed to getting him on a loan and see how he does. And what's cool is you could give him you can rotate him in with Rafinha. You could run a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 4-4-2. He can play as a winger. You can have Lamine Yamal and Rafinha up top, or you run the 4-3-3. And what I've been dying to see all season is throw Rafinha as the number 9 and just run up top, make runs, stretch the defense, press, and just make them make mistakes. I would be so intrigued to see how a front three of Rashford, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal would be. I think it would be sweet. I'm actually totally for this loan option. I'm not saying go out and buy Marcus Rashford, but I would be lying if I said this didn't intrigue me a little bit. So let me know what you guys think about that down below. And then the rest of Barcelona's season so far, if they continue to look like this, I personally think they could win the Champions League. I think they could win everything. Obviously, we got to be realistic. I don't think that's possible. I think they win one more trophy, and I think that trophy, honestly, is the Copa del Rey or the Champions League. Let me know what you guys think about this down below. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys back here next time.